So I didn't know that squirrels could climb walls like spiders. You gotta see it, so. Look at this freaking squirrel, man. Like, that's the ground. The squirrel, like, scaled that whole wall. What the So it's a nice day outside. So I use this natural lighting to light my this video. So before I got into everything about BMT and tech school and stuff like that, I thought I should probably go over stuff about before BMT, before we actually get to basic military training. Things like DEP, the Delayed Entry Program. So this video is kind of going to be about what you should be doing before you actually get to BMT. So there's a couple things you really should pay attention to before going to BMT. That's the mental aspect, that's the physical aspect, and just getting everything together so you're set to not have any communication with the outside world when you go to BMT. So the first thing you really need to pay attention to is your workout routine leading up to BMT. You really need to go to the DEP calls. I really think that is a good thing for you when you're getting ready to go to BMT, because it kind of gets you a little bit more disciplined. So every week you're going to something and you're going with people that are actually have the same goals as you, kind of in the Air Force. They're trying to strive to be ready to go to BMT. What I did is I saw how many days I actually had until I shipped out, and then I planned my workouts accordingly. And actually, that's probably a good thing. I'm going to show you guys real quick. So there are 3 things that they test you on at BMT in your PT test. It's push-ups, sit-ups, and your run time. So what do you need to be doing? Push-ups, sit-ups, and running. You need to be running about 3 to 4 times a week. Always give yourself a day in between your runs because it helps you recover and you don't gas yourself out as much. And with push-ups and sit-ups, you can really do every day. I just chose not to because I don't want to kill myself. So I would put it sometimes with my run days, and sometimes I would have off days. If you're having a schedule like this, say you're shipping on this day, you need to be preparing in the weeks before so you have a schedule so you'll hit that mark once you actually get to BMT. So do it like this. Alternate your days if you want to. If you want to put them all on one day and have one rest day, that works too. So if you're leaving a couple months, you actually have an advantage on some people because you can prepare. So you need to think ahead and make a schedule and hit your goal. So say if you want to make 55 push-ups right here and you're only at, say, 30 over here, work up to that. So at the end of each week, maybe you go up by 10. So you'll be at 40, and by the time you hit this week, you'll be at 55 pretty easily. So that's really how you need to shape your physical workouts going into BMT. So if you have a calendar and you're planning your workouts, you'll be set to go to BMT. So the second thing is really the mental aspect. You need to prepare yourself for going to BMT and being in the Air Force. So the mental aspect is just be flexible. When you get to BMT, there's going to be a lot of moving parts, a lot of things going on at one time. They're going to tell you to do something, and then the next second they'll tell you to do something else. Just be flexible. That was really hard for me just to get a grasp on. So one thing you really need to do is download the Delayed Entry Program app. It comes on the App Store. I believe it's on the Google Play Store as well. Download that. It'll tell you all the core values. You really need to know the core values. It would be smart to know the Airman's Creed, the Airman's Song, and definitely know your reporting statement because you're going to need to know it right away. And if you're ahead of the game on that, it'll really give you a jump going into BMT so you can worry about other things than not just learning your reporting statement, the Airman's Creed, the Airman's Song, those kind of things. The next thing that I really prepared for going into BMT was setting up my bills on autopay. So if you do have bills, if you're young, you don't have bills, then that's a great thing for you. But some of us going into the Air Force, we do have bills. So I set up all my bills on autopay. So I was prepared for everything to come out automatically, so I didn't even have to worry about that once I got to BMT. Because you will not have any communication with the outside world on your phone, anything like that, until you get to the end of Airman's Week. You'll get your phone back. And a big thing, I think you should visit family before you go to BMT. I visited both sides of my family, and it was great because once you get to BMT and once you get through BMT to tech school, you literally have zero time for anything. You can't really leave, so you're going to be stuck here. So it's hard to see your family even before you get to your first duty station because you have to report pretty much immediately after you leave tech school. So throughout BMT, tech school, going into your first duty station, you're not going to be able to take leave, anything like that, unless you do have Exodus, but that's during the winter months, that's during Christmas, so you don't really have that opportunity unless you are going to tech school through Christmas. So yeah, there's not a ton to prepare for going into BMT other than get your bills in line, get your physical workouts in line, and just kind of get mentally prepared going into BMT. Definitely download that app like I was talking about, the Delayed Entry Program app. Your recruiter might have already told you about it, but it's definitely a good thing. Know your reporting statement, know the Airman's Creed, know the Airman Song, know your core values, and if you could, start learning all the enlisted rank and the officers because you will be tested on that. So yeah, that's all from me about the Delayed Entry Program and preparing for BMT. I hope you guys liked watching this video. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more questions or comments, anything you want to see a video on. I would love to make it. If you want to know more about BMT, go watch my BMT overview video. Make sure to be kind to everybody you're around, and I'll see you guys next time. And my dude the squirrel finally made it to the bottom. Congratulations.